The following is a presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Your Lady Flames play here.
Free throws are good. Flames try to break through the pressure to get a shot at the buzzer. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda turns and scores as the horn sounds. Bella Smuda corner to Hess. Hess the three. Boom! Emma Hess, her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Fakes the shot. Gets everybody to bite, takes it into the paint, floats it home. Beautiful move.
With Liberty in Conference USA, it's time for the Flames to rise again. Rise with us. Welcome to live pregame radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Liberty basketball is also brought to you by Carter Bank. Life lived full. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Welcome to the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show, powered by Segra. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Kerry Green. Plus, pregame analysis, starting lineups, and much more are on the way. Now let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello everyone, welcome into Ocean Bank Convocation Center here in Miami, Florida, where the Lady Flames and the FIU Panthers will do battle here just after the top of the hour. The Lady Flames come into this matchup. They're trying to stay in the top two seeds in the conference tournament, which will be here in just a couple of weeks. The Lady Flames face an FIU team that is 10-14 on the year, 6-7 inside of Conference USA. Of course, the Lady Flames, they're 18-6 and 11-2 in the conference. The first time these two teams matched up back in Lynchburg, the Flames got a victory 83-54. Liberty outshot the Panthers 59% to 36%. That was really the only stat that you need to look at from that basketball game. This is the fourth meeting on our Aqua Pro Series recap. The Flames are 2-1 during that time frame, all since Liberty has entered Conference USA. Liberty's won 3 in a row and 10 of their last 11, coming off a win against UTEP 67-53 on Saturday. A great crowd back in Liberty Arena, over 1,800 folks for that game. On the flip side, FIU, they've lost 3 of their last 4. They lost last Saturday to New Mexico State, 65-55. They play the opposite end of whoever Liberty would host on Thursday. Then they'll come down to Miami the next game and vice versa. So when the Flames play FIU, there's nobody to play. This is Liberty's travel partner, and that's why the Lady Flames did not have a matchup on Thursday. As far as the Panthers are concerned, 8 of their 13 players are transfers, so they are pretty heavy in the transfer portal. Comparatively, the Flames, 1 of 15 are transfers. Both teams have a lot of international players. 7 of the 13 on the roster for FIU are international, and for the Flames, 6 of the 15. And there are going to be 6 Spaniards between the two teams today, so that should be interesting to see. We might hear just as much Spanish on the court as we do English as the game goes along. Our Alcova Mortgage keys to the game. Let Alcova Mortgage help you land the keys to your next home. Find out more at alcova.com/JoeJ. It's rebounding. Both these teams rebound the ball extremely well. The Flames are a plus 8.1. FIU is a plus 6.3. Liberty won the rebounding battle the first time these teams matched up by 10. As far as percentages are concerned and rankings are concerned, the Flames are the 23rd best team in the country in field goal percentage, and they're the 33rd best team in the country in field goal percentage defense. That is a great combination to be in the top 33 in both of those categories. Liberty's three-point shooting puts them at 27th best in the nation. Block shots are 20th best. When you flip it over to FIU, unfortunately, the one thing that jumps out is their turnover margin, and it's 350th out of 353 teams. So they turn the ball over a bunch, almost about 24 times a game. But both of these teams rebound, as I mentioned, very well. The Flames are 18th in the nation, and FIU is 36th in the NCAA in rebounding margin. Our Foster Fuels Who's Hot, how about Payne Steenbergen? She has had double figures in 5 of her last 8 games and had 11 points against UTEP last time out. We'll take a timeout ourselves and be back with head coach Kerry Green as the Lady Flames play FIU at the top of the hour here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Well, Coach, it's always tough whenever you're playing a team that you beat handily to play them the second time because you know they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. Your team really couldn't have played much better against FIU back in Lynchburg. Blowout win, but now you come into their building, and it seems like everybody, I mean, this is conference-wide. La Tech, we sit with them. I mean, everybody plays better on their home court.
Yeah, and I mean, you're absolutely right. We played very, very well. That was our alumni recognition day, and our players really responded to that. It was a special day. We played very well. I think they were missing 2 ball players, and they didn't play very well. I mean, one team's playing well, one's not playing very well. That's not a good combination if you're not playing very well. And we played very well. So I expect a different game here today, and we've worked hard at it, but and we're confident. But you got to be consistent, and you got to execute and be efficient. And I remember being down here last year, and that was one of the worst games we played last year. And it may be 70 to 110 outside here in Miami, but when you walk into, this is an ice hockey arena, I think, because it's extremely cold. And here you are wearing a jacket down here and probably still freezing with the jacket on. So we got to just be mentally tough, and I think we're prepared. We just got to outplay them, give them a better effort. And they usually, something about this team is that they usually play very, very hard. They run some good stuff. And on the offensive end, they got a power center. Reminds me of the Avery Worley days. I mean, she is like Avery Worley, just so strong. And obviously, I think Avery ran better, played better, was more mobile, and obviously found some time in the WNBA. But Izzy, their post player, has got the body. She's number 1 in the nation in field goal percentage. Reflect back to a Katie Feenstra or even a Maya Berkman. She gets her hands on the ball. It's usually 2 points. I think she's shooting 69.2.
Right at 70, yeah.
Yeah, percent. We'll mix it up, but we'll double down on her quite a bit. She has like 19 assists, like 70-something turnovers. She don't pass the ball. Now, that could get us in foul trouble if we're a little bit too aggressive, or we've got to make sure we have somebody on the backside taking care of the backside rebound. And sometimes that could be in a rotation as your point guard. But these are things, and then not just hold her down, because there's always 5 players on the floor. So we got to play with an A game today.
You mentioned last year's game. The scoreboard certainly wasn't what you wanted in that game, but then also Brooke Moore got hurt in this game. So how do you kind of flush those negative memories? Because more than one person kind of walked into the building during practice yesterday and said, boy, I don't like this place.
Yeah. We'll just focus on things we can control in the moment. If your mind's running anywhere, Krispy Kreme or injury or last year, you're not in the right place. Live the moment, seize the moment, and act in the moment. And even if it's going good, you got to play the next moment. So you don't spend too much time. But we use God's word, and we're talking about Romans 12:2, and he's talking about, you got the world doing these things. Don't conform to what normal thinking is, what the world's thinking, but renew your mind. And the only way to do that, how do you renew your mind? Well, you focus on truths and with love, and you can't flip that thing backwards. Love before truth, because it's sort of foolish. You love cotton candy and Krispy Kremes, and that's foolish. Okay, got to know the truth. It got to be equal balance, and right now we got to focus on team play and be ready to give the effort. And our strength is our team, and our bench has been pretty productive. And they need to step up and help us as well today.
How about the Ortho Virginia injury report?
I'm looking out through there. We're healthy. We're healthy. I don't see any super tape jobs or anything like that. And let me say something about the 2 girls that are at home. Emily Howard, she's got her brace off. She's walking around. She's starting to rehab and get in a good place. And Caroline, she had some adjustments on her brace. She's not out of the brace yet, but they'll probably travel with us for the rest of the season on our next few games, and we'll have them at the tournament. And you know, it takes time to heal and go through the things that they've had to deal with and continue to deal with. And Caroline's been through it twice, unfortunately, so she knows the road. She don't like that journey. None of us do. I don't like it, but that's where she's at. She's as prepared to be part of this team as anybody with a setback. And, you know, I just would like Flames Nation to continue to remember those two, because they're in practice every day, and they're going to be traveling with us. And, you know, the summer is going to be critical for them, how they can recover back and heal. And usually takes 3 to 4 months. Heal, and then get your range of motion back, get your strength back. That's another 3 to 4 months, so it's already putting you at 7 to 8 months. And then what I call basketball functional stuff. I don't care how strong you are, how quick you are, those are building blocks. But now, can you pick and roll? How quick can you roll? How can you get bumped and get to the backside rebound? That's real basketball there, and that takes another 3 months. So that's putting you, you know, at around 12 months right there, a full year. And so we'll see. Just want to continue to uplift them.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Wish you the best today.
Thank you, Jamie.
That's head coach Kerry Green. We'll be back with the relevant law tip right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tubs, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank, life lived full. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union, start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back into Miami, Florida, where the Liberty Flames and the FIU Panthers are just about ready to get going. Starting lineups are being announced. Let's pass those along to you. First for FIU and their head coach, Jessica Burks-Wiley, in her 5th season. She'll start Aaliyah Pitts. Pitts wears 13 from Suitland, Maryland, by way of Virginia and Western Kentucky. She's averaging 7 points a game, had 9 in their last outing. Fantasia James wears 15, a 5'9" sophomore from Orange Park, Florida. She's averaging 5.5 points a game. Binta Diata wears number 21. She is a 6'1" senior from Senegal, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. Then you've got Lucia Fleta Robles. She is from Spain. Started her career at Detroit Mercy. She's averaging 7.5 points per contest. And finally, the center is Isnel Nadabo. Nadabo is a 6'4" senior from the Czech Republic. Played at Iowa State and Sacramento State. Scored 20 against the Flames and 23 last time out. She is the #1 field goal shooter in the country, now above 70%, 70.3% on the year. For the Lady Flames, Jordan Hodges, 0, runs the point, 5'6" senior from Richmond, Virginia. Asia Boone, number 12, 5'8" sophomore, San Diego. Emma Hess, 23, is a 6-foot-tall senior from Beaver Creek, Ohio, in the backcourt. Elizabeth Ayestadish, 21, is a 6'2" sophomore from Iceland, and Bella Smuda in the post. 6'6" senior from Exton, Pennsylvania, wears number 31, and we are underway. Opening tip is won by FIU. They've got the basketball going from left to right. Going to the high post to Diata. She goes on the left side and gets past everybody to score. Flames back on offense, or on offense I should say, for the first time. Ayestadish on the near wing. Has it poked away from her and out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty, 14 seconds to shoot. Flames will be inbounding from the ocean on this very unique court here at FIU. Try to describe it to you. Our next dead ball as the Flames get it in on the far wing to Boone. Boone kicks back to Ayestadish for 3. Got it. Liz drains the three-pointer. Her 14th of the season, shooting 32% from downtown, and the Flames take the lead, 3-2. On the low block, FIU has the basketball down to Nadabo, and she is fouled. Coach Green was concerned about picking up some fouls when she gets the ball on the low block, as they're going to try to pin her down with some traps, and Asia Boone was the one called for the foul. The inbound pass comes around to the near wing. Pitts guarded by Hess. Outside to James. James will take a contested jumper in the paint. It's off the mark. The rebound goes out of bounds. It'll stay with FIU. Liberty not able to clean it up. 20 seconds to shoot for the Panthers. 8:51 left to go in the first quarter. 3-2 Liberty. Inbound pass to Diata. Now outside to Natabo. She'll give out to Robles. Her three-pointer is off the mark, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty back on their offensive end. And Jordan Hodges has the ball stripped away from her. Smuda almost got it back, but FIU has control. Down court to Fleeta Robles. Inside to Natabo, and she's triple teamed, has it knocked away, and the Flames get the steal. FIU turns the ball over a lot. They average 24 turnovers. That is fourth from the bottom in the NCAA. Liberty back on their offensive end. Jordan Hodges lost the handle and then collided into an FIU player, Diata. And the foul is called against FIU, so the Flames catch a little bit of a break. If the collision hadn't occurred, I don't believe Jordan would have come out with the basketball. Anyway, comes to Smuda in the paint. She kicks across to Hodges, now to Hess. Hess for three, got it. Emma Hess. Second three for the Flames in the game so far. Liberty up 6-2. FIU back on their offensive side. Bayoso, who had just checked into the game, she'll take a three in the far side corner and hit. Actually, I was mistaken. That is not Bayoso. Liberty back on offense. Boone, wide open near wing. Boom! Asia Boone from 3rd Street. Flames now lead 9-5. Diata for the Panthers. Around to Fleeta Robles, and her three-pointer is good. Both teams shooting lights out to begin this basketball game. Liberty's lead is 9-8. Ayestadish on the near side. Brown on the far to Boone. Boone's going to drive in. Floater is off the mark. The rebound is tipped out to Hess. Hess will kick it across to Boone. Boone now to Hodges. Hodges with 15 seconds to shoot. Will go back to Boone. Boone for three. Banked it in. And she put her hand over her mouth as she went back up court like, oops. It still counts. And the Flames lead 12-8. Liberty has hit 4 three-pointers to begin this game. Haven't missed a three yet. A shot by FIU is a miss, but Liberty not able to clean up the rebound again, and FIU goes back on offense. Fleeta Robles out to Diata, and she is going to be called for a traveling violation. That three-pointer a moment ago that I missed for FIU was Pitts. Pitts hit a three. Fleeta Robles has hit a three. And a 2-point basket for Diata. That's the 8 for FIU. The Flames have 12. All from behind the arc. Boone has hit 2, Ayestadish 1, and Hess 1. FIU showing some pressure, and they steal the basketball on the inbound. Flames almost get it back, but a foul will be whistled against Jordan Hodges. She tried to step in and knock it loose, but there was some contact between her and Paris Atkins. Atkins and Bayoso have checked into the game now for FIU. And Gina Bayoso from Spain. Paris Atkins from Little Rock. Liberty still with their starting 5. Flames up by 4. A pass cross court from Bayoso is stolen away by Hess, and then it's taken back, but there's going to be a foul on the floor. Let's see who this goes against. It's going to be against Hess. So the Flames got a turnover. They gave it back, and Emma Hess picks up her first personal foul. Liberty will bring in a couple of subs. Anna Bedosa and Emmy Stout have come in for Hodges and Smuda. 5:52 left in the first quarter. Liberty up 12-8. After a hot start for both teams, it's cooled down the last couple of possessions. We're going to get a blocking foul against Boone, which will be her second foul in this first quarter. She'll have to come out. Avery Mills checks in at the scorer's table. FIU gets the ball on the inside into the hands of Natabo, but she's defended well by Stout. There was a double team coming across as well. Liberty gets the rebound after the missed shot, and Bedosa will run the point. Up to Ayastadish. On the near side, Mills. Mills back to Hess. Hess to Bedosa, now up top to Ayastadish. Nice backdoor pass on the bounce to Avery Mills, who lays it in all in one motion. Early contender for our play of the game. Elizabeth Ayastadish with excellent court vision. Flames lead 14-8. Largest lead of the game for Liberty, for either team, as we now have a foul called against the Flames. And a couple of free throws ahead for FIU. Emma Hess picks up her second personal foul. So both Hess and Boone have picked up 2 fouls in the first 5:06 of this basketball game. Liberty leading 14-8, and we do have our first timeout. Again, free throws ahead for FIU when we return, but first this break here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Flames off to a hot start. They're shooting 83% from the field. They shot extremely well in the first meeting between these two teams back in Lynchburg, 59%. But the one issue for Liberty in the early going is foul trouble. A couple of fouls for both Asia Boone and Emma Hess. FIU's 3 of 7 from the field. The Flames 5 of 6. Liberty has not missed a 3, 4 of 4. FIU 2 of 4. Both teams with 3 turnovers, and rebounding is 3-2 in favor of Liberty, but there just haven't been a lot of shots that have missed to get rebounds. Fantasia James will shoot 2 free throws. She is a 75% free throw shooter on the year. First is good. 6-point lead for Liberty was the largest. FIU led by 2 after making the first basket of the game. Going to have a violation against FIU that waves off the second free throw. I didn't catch the number, but an FIU player, as we get a foul on the inbound against the Panthers, FIU player that was standing outside the three-point arc penetrated that area before the free throw was released. There was a promotion during that timeout where some fans, right behind me as a matter of fact, won something and they exploded one of those confetti cannons, the little handheld ones that you see people sometimes point in the wrong direction and it ends poorly on a viral video. But a lot of that got on the court, and so they had to slow up things just a little bit in order to clean a few that had kind of camouflaged themselves into the ocean waves here on the FIU court. Liberty having a little trouble getting it inbounds. Now they do. Comes to Bedoza, then she throws a blind pass back to the middle that is stolen away by Bayoso, who scores. And the Flames turn it over again on the inbounds. Liberty not been able to get across half court. FIU with the basketball, and a foul's going to be called against Liberty. So LU still up 14-11. But turnovers are becoming a problem. Now Diata will shoot a couple of free throws to try to get this back to a one-point game. Second free throw's off the mark, and Liberty gets the board. Still pressure in the backcourt from FIU, but Flames do get it across half court. Brooke Moore is checked in for the first time. She bounces it to Ayastadis, who takes a couple dribbles to the far side, dumps underneath. It's deflected out, and it'll be FIU basketball. Another Flames turnover. And Liberty trailing, or I should say their lead is down to 2. 14-12 with 4:12 to go in this first quarter. Giada goes in on Stout and somehow was able to muscle it through to tie this game at 14 apiece. That is 6 straight points for FIU. Liberty gets it across half court. Bedoza, Stout. Now back to Moore. Moore on the near wing will go up top to Ayastadis. He's being hounded by Bayoso. Goes into the paint, but missed the shot. Rebound by Fleta Robles. And a chance for FIU to retake the lead, but it's deflected. The pass is deflected by Avery Mills. Emmy Stout gets down to the floor to tie it up, and the arrow will put the ball back over to Liberty. Pressure again being shown by FIU in the backcourt. We're tied at 14, but they now back out of it. Peen Steenbergen has checked in the game for Liberty. Bella Smuda is back out on the court for the Flames. Hess and Boone each with 2 personal fouls that they picked up early in this game. Ana Bedoza, she's able to slip past everyone, drives in, floats it home. And the Flames are back up by 2. That ends the 6-0 run for the Panthers. Liberty back on the defensive end as Fleta Robles gives to Bayoso. She drives, finger rolls, but too much on it. And Liberty with the board. Flames come down court to Mills. Mills in the far side corner will slide through, and she's able to bank it home. Back-to-back possessions where the Flames found a hole, and the FIU defense and the dribble drive worked to perfection. LU back up by 4. 2:24 to go in the first quarter. The ball goes out of bounds off of a Lady Flame. Again, 18-14. Liberty with the lead. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. The inbound pass comes to Diata. She's double teamed, has her shot blocked by Smuda. Bean Steenbergen was there as well. Liberty up court to Moore. Moore in the far side corner will go into Smuda, who's fouled and hits the shot. Bella Smuda will go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Liberty scored 6 in a row and a chance to take their largest lead so far. Smuda, 69% free throw shooter on the year. Only had 4 shots the first time these two teams played, scored 8, and got 9 rebounds. She's coming off a 15-point game versus UTEP and hits the free throw, 21-14 Flames. So 7 in a row for Liberty. And a steal by Bedoza, up court to Mills. Mills lays it in. Oh no, missed the lay-in on the right side, gets the ball back, and now it's taken away by FIU. Flames not able to capitalize on that forced turnover and run out. The lead holds at 7. As the pass goes on the interior to Natabo, and her shot is blocked by Smuda. It goes off of her and out of bounds to the Flames. Bella Smuda doing it on the defensive end. A couple of block shots since she's come back out on the court. The lead is 21-14 with 1:39 on the clock, and it now running here in the first quarter is Claudia Athene has come in for the first time to run the point for Liberty. She dribbles at the top of the arc, and there's all kind of congestion in the paint. It was, I think, a mistake between the Flames on who was supposed to screen and who was supposed to cut, but what ended up happening was there was a collision and the whistle went against FIU, so that kind of worked out to the benefit of Liberty. That's the first foul on Natabo, and Lady Flames will put it back in play on the baseline. Again, Liberty scoring at the goal to our left. It comes up top to Moore. Moore now to Steenbergen. She tries to lob to Smuda, but it's picked off, stolen away by Natabo. FIU back on offense, and they almost lost it, but it's saved from going to a Lady Flame by James. Now out to Atkins, who has Moore on her. She'll lob to Natabo, who's double teamed immediately at the free throw line, takes a couple of dribbles, hands off to James, and James' jumper is good. That ends the 7-0 Liberty run. Athene to Moore. Moore is cut off, picks up her dribble with 14 seconds to shoot. Cross court to Mills. Mills waits for a screen. Will step back for 3 and nails it. Avery Mills continues the hot shooting for the Lady Flames in this basketball game. Liberty now has 5 3-pointers on 5 attempts. Shot clock and game clock are almost identical, about a 1.5 difference as FIU goes on offense, and an offensive foul going to be called against Pitts. Bean Steenbergen stepped in to draw the charge. Liberty will now have 14.6 seconds to get something going before the end of the first quarter. Liberty up 24-16. Athene at the top of the arc to a wide open Mills for 3, in and out. That was halfway down. FIU gets the rebound, and they're not going to get a shot off before the quarter ends. Flames couldn't have asked for a better look, though. Avery got lost. Well, she didn't get lost. They lost her, and she was standing all alone at the top of the arc. And again, that was about halfway down. First miss from 3 for Liberty in the first quarter. And we go to the break with the Lady Flames on top, 24-16. We'll take a timeout with the teams and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
Well, Liberty finishes up the first quarter 5 of 6 from 3. The only one they missed was the very last shot. Liberty 69% overall. FIU, they're shooting right at their season average, 46%. And they're 2 of 4 from 3, but they trail 24-16. Both teams with a bunch of turnovers. FIU with 8, Flames with 7. And rebounding is currently a 7-5 Flames edge. Liberty's leading scorer is Avery Mills. She has 7. Asia Boone has 6, but she also has 2 fouls, as does Emma Hess. So we'll see whether or not they are able to get back out on the court here in this second quarter. Mentioned the interesting court here at FIU. The ocean is painted on about, we'll say about 1/4 of the court. On the side across from the team's benches, which is actually closest to me. FIU has the basketball to start the second quarter. On the drive is Fleta Robles, but she missed, and the Flames get the rebound. Beata led the way for FIU in the first quarter. She had 5 points. Steenbergen with the ball for Liberty, and her pass is picked off. Nobody was home. Fleta Robles is able to find a streaking Paris Atkins who gets an easy lay-in. The 8-point Liberty lead at the quarter was the largest of the game. Flames trailed by 2 in the opening minute. In the corner, Mills for 3, got it. Avery Mills, 10 points. She splashed that in from the ocean. On the far side of the court, as Mills knocks the ball away, it goes out of bounds near side. There are palm trees, so if you're watching from television, it's actually the opposite view of what I have. You're seeing the FIU logo looking at you correctly. I'm looking at it upside down. So when I describe it, it's going to be the opposite of what you're seeing if you've got it synced up with the TV feed. FIU back on offense. They go inside to James. She missed the shot. An offensive rebound pulled in, but then a pass stolen away, and Liberty's back the other way. Mills thought about it. Instead goes to Steenbergen, who will take the three-pointer. Off the mark, too strong, and the Panthers get the board. Liberty up 27-18. This now the largest lead of the game for the Flames, as Diata will drive and have her shot blocked, but a foul called against Smuda. Foul trouble really the only negative for Liberty. Well, turnovers as well. Flames would love to have less than the 8 turnovers they do. FIU, I think I may have flipped that. FIU has 7, and the Flames have 8 at this point, which is 8:20 to go in the second quarter. First free throw by Diata is good. She shoots 77% on the year. Chance to get this within 7, but comes up short. However, offensive rebound pulled in by Pitts, and FIU will reset. Jumper from the top of the arc is off the mark. The rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll be Liberty basketball. Flames have Steenbergen, Athene, Mills, Moore, and Smuda. Moore, of course, was injured in this building last year, but doesn't seem to have any apprehension, as you certainly wouldn't blame her if she did. She drives it into the paint, as a matter of fact, right now. Lost the basketball, gets tangled up, goes to the floor. It's out to Mills. Mills for 3 and nails it. That is not the way the Flames drew up that play, as it was kind of chaos. But it worked out for Avery Mills. She's got 13 points, and Liberty leads by 11. An answer for Pitts is off the mark, and Moore goes high in the air to get the rebound. One of her patented above the rim boards. Flames back on offense, leading by 11. Athene comes to the near side. Now she'll slip through, but missed the lay-in. Just a little too strong. And she'll be called for a foul, trying to get after the rebound. She picks up her first personal foul. Liberty's still shooting in the mid-60s, 65%. FIU has dropped down to 39% in the game, and the Flames are 7 of 9 from 3. 78%. Jordan Hodge is going to check back in for Liberty. Athene will come out. And the official just said that they're going to take a look at something during the next timeout. Signal to the replay table. Maybe a three-pointer. They're going to make sure it was actually a 3, is my guess. Panthers with the basketball. Bayoso slips through, missed the shot. Offensive rebound, Diata. Then she has her shot rejected by Smuda. The Flames come away with the ball. There may have been 2 block shots on that play. The first attempt looked like it was altered. Liberty back on the offensive end. Mills dumps it underneath the Smuda, but that pass was in a tough spot, and the players get tangled up. It's tied up, and the arrow will keep it with Liberty. Flames will have 14 seconds to shoot. Elizabeth Ayestad will check back into the game for the Flames. There's a little bit of a conversation between one of the officials and a couple of the players. Now we're ready to go. Jordan Hodges with the ball in her hands. Inbounds it to Mills, and Mills is fouled. She got bumped to the floor. James picks up her second personal foul. So now players on both teams with some foul trouble they're dealing with. Hodges putting it in play for Liberty. Now gets the ball back, and we're going to have a foul away from the action. I guess the foul was the action, away from the ball. It's going to go against Diata, and that is her third. They kept her in the game with 2, and probably wish they didn't now. She's picked up 3. Flames inbounding. Hodges to Ayestadish. She picks up her dribble, has to give it back to Hodges. 13 seconds on the shot clock as Hodges comes around a screen and goes back to Ayestadish. Fake the 3, now drives through and passed underneath to Moore, but first a traveling violation. We'll turn it back over. Flames with looks like 9 turnovers. Yeah, that's a little slow to update. 9 turnovers for the Flames. Panthers with the basketball. Bayoso tried to pass it underneath, and it deflected off of a Liberty player and out of bounds. 6:03 left to go in the second quarter. FIU on offense, but trailing by 11. And they lose the basketball. Natabo lost the handle. Liberty gets it back. Hodges across the half. Waits for a Smuda screen, has a little space, takes the 3, but it's off to the left. However, Smuda gets the rebound, resettles, and scores. 32-19. Liberty up by 13. Bella Smuda has 5. Top of the arc, Fleta Robles lost the handle, got it back, lobs it outside to Bayoso. Bayoso with 8 seconds to shoot, comes around a screen, high dribble, and lost the basketball. Dribble was too high for her. And the Flames get it back as we approach the midway point of this second quarter. Hodges around a pick, comes to the near wing, now goes back to the far to Mills. Mills to Ayastadish. Ayastadish with 8 seconds to shoot, bulldozes her way in, lost the handle. The shot goes over the backboard, but a foul was called against FIU, which should put the Flames to the free throw line. For every free throw the Lady Flames make this season, Food Lion donates 100 meals to local area food banks through the Food Lion Feed Score to Give More campaign. Flames going to try to add to that total and add to their lead, which is currently 13. With 4:51 left to go in the second quarter and a timeout on the court, we'll take one as well. I'll be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Missing Liberty football? Come see the Flames in their annual spring game, Saturday, March 1st at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Kickoff is at 1:30 and admission is free. See the Flames scrimmage, enjoy yard games and inflatables for the kids. Stay after the scrimmage for pictures and autographs from the players. Liberty spring football game, Saturday, March 1st in Lynchburg. Free admission. For more on Flames football, go to lufootball.com. You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
FIU pep band going strong to our right. May be able to hear them a little bit more in your right ear than your left ear because of stereo sound. They are directly behind Lady Flames bench. I mean, about as close as you could get. There's the way this arena is set up, and by the way, the Flames are winning 32-19 with 4:51 to go in the second quarter. The way the arena is set up, it's a massive arena. Holds, well, I say massive, it's a big building. It holds 5,000 normally, but it's definitely scaled down. Right now, there's the only seats available are probably about 8 or 10 rows on each sideline. So those that are looking in on Facebook or YouTube, you can kind of see the seats behind me. That's as much as you're going to get on each side of the court. On the one baseline to my right, which is on the Liberty bench side of the court, there are some pull-out bleachers. That's probably about 5 rows of bleachers where the band is and the cheerleaders and some of the, looks like maybe some of the dance team is down there as well. So there are some bleachers there. On the side to my left and the side where the FIU bench is, there's some nice, like, luxury type suites, not suites, but just some couches basically for maybe high dollar donors and so on, but there's no actual seating on that end. Elizabeth hit 1 of 2 free throws, and now Jordan Hodges will pick up a personal foul for the Flames. Liberty's up 33-19 and currently on a 12-3 run, leading by 14, which is their largest lead. That was the second foul on Jordan Hodges, so she joins Hess and Boone with 2 each for the Flames. Ana Bedoza will come back in for Liberty. Panthers on offense. Rodriguez picks up her dribble, gets it outside to Atkins. Atkins with 4 seconds to shoot, slips through but missed the shot. Smuda was there applying some rim protection. Flames with the rebound. Bedoza on the far side. Gets it down to Moore. Moore in the corner will come back up top to Mills. Mills for 3, off the mark. A rare miss for her in this basketball game, but the Flames steal the rebound back. Bedoza will drive through and then kick out to Ayastadic, but she traveled before the pass. Mills has 13 points, 3 of 5 now from outside the arc, 5 of 8 from the field. She leads all scorers, only player in double digits to this point. 3:50 to go until halftime. Liberty up by 14, playing some defense. Pitts up top to Atkins, now on the near side to Robles. Robles to Rodriguez, 5 seconds to shoot, and she lost the basketball, but who did it touch last? It touched her last, out of bounds to Liberty. 11 turnovers for FIU. Again, they're in the bottom 5 in the country in how many turnovers they give up a game. Over 24. They're on pace for more than that. Well, just barely. It's pretty close, actually. Maybe on pace for 25. If someone's a really good mathematician, they might be able to figure that out. Foul called against FIU. Atkins picks up her first personal foul. That is the 4th team foul against FIU, so the Flames would be in the bonus for the final, or will be in the bonus for the final 3:17. On the drive is Moore. Moore goes along the baseline and scores. 35-19, Liberty, a 14-3 run. FIU has it to Fleta Robles. Lucia Fleta Robles, one of the coolest names, I think, in college basketball. Now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez pass almost picked off, but Pitts is able to spin along the baseline. Nothing for her, and I don't know if she's going to get a shot off in time. She does not. Shot clock violation. Liberty with some stifling defense on that possession will get the ball back. And Bedoza will check out of the game. Athene will come in, so the Flames trade out Spaniards. There's a lot of Spanish speakers in this game. FIU has 4 from Spain. Flames with the basketball and a 16-point lead. Athene to Moore. Moore drives, pulls up, and hits from about 10. Brooke Moore with back-to-back baskets, and a timeout is going to be taken by FIU. First call timeout of the game for either team as the Flames lead balloons out to 18, and this run is now 16-3. And here's another time when we can play a game of you choose which run sounds better. Does 16-3 sound better or 13-1? It's close, probably 13-1, but I'm going to stick with 16-3 because I'm hoping that the Flames add some more to that. Can't add to the 13-1. Well, I guess no, you can add to the 13-1 because it's a current run too. I was thinking it was 13-1 and now the overall is 16-3, but it's actually not the case. There was a 3 and a 2 made before the run started, so forget everything I said. Yeah, 13-1 sounds better. That's what we're going to go with, and hopefully the Flames can add to that. FIU with the basketball after the quick timeout. Dribbling is Pitts to Atkins. Now on the near wing to Robles. Robles back up top to James. James drives and kicks far wing to a wide open Atkins. Her three-pointer's off the mark, and then the rebound is pulled in by Brooke Moore and wrestled away from her, but a foul called against FIU will put Moore at the free throw line. Again, Brooke suffered the season-ending injury in this building on this end of the court in January of last year. The one loss in the series that the Flames have with FIU, and good for her. She has bounced back extremely well. You would never know that she has any kind of issues with psychological issues here because she's played some pretty good basketball today. Makes the first free throw. She's got 5 points, a couple of rebounds, now 6 points as she makes the second free throw as well. 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 points for Brooke Moore. Liberty up 39-19. FIU's Natabo has her pass almost picked off, but it gets to Robles and then deflected out of bounds by Iastadish. So the Flames were very active in the passing lanes, just couldn't quite force the turnover. Inbound pass comes to Robles. Her three-pointer is off the mark. A fight for the rebound is controlled by the Panthers, and a rebound and the foul actually will be called against the Flames. Bella Smuda. And that is her second. Emmy Stout will come back in. So now just about the entire starting five for the Flames has 2 fouls. Hess, Boone, and Hodges already had 2. Smuda now has 2. We haven't seen Hess or Boone since about the midway point of the first quarter. Robles will try another 3. It's off to the right again. The rebound is tipped outside to Moore. Moore leads a 2-on-2 break, but will pull it back outside and reset things for Liberty. Athene being hounded by Robles. Pass goes cross court to Moore. Moore is going to drive along the baseline and gets tangled up, goes to the ground. No call either way. FIU comes away with the basketball. They trail by 20. Outside to James. James dumps it in to Natabo. Now a three-pointer is good from Pitts. The lead is down to 17. That ends a 15-1 run. 30 seconds to go until halftime. Athene tries to throw it back door to Stout, but the pass goes out of bounds. Panthers will get the ball back, and the shot clock will now be off. 39-22, Liberty. FIU will run the clock down as James dribbles, gives off to Natabo, and she has her shot blocked off of her and out of bounds by Stout. No, they're going to say it was not off of her and out of bounds. It certainly looked like it. So it'll stay with FIU, but still an excellent block shot by Emmy Stout. Must have just deflected back off of Emmy after it hit Natabo's leg. FIU will try again. Natabo in the high post, looking for a handoff. Three-pointer near side is up and good by James with time expiring on this first half. So back-to-back three-pointers to end the half. The Flames had all the momentum on their side, leading by 20. But FIU has been able to cut it down to a 14-point game as we head to intermission. We're going to get a quick word with head coach Kerry Green before he goes into the locker room. Coach,
hey, Jamie, you got me now?
I got you.
Okay.
Everything going so well, and I thought we were going to have just a nice, pleasant conversation going into intermission, and then 2 three-pointers right before halftime kind of took off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, those were disappointing. They were big plays for them. I felt like Brooke was probably fouled on the other end, but, I mean, that doesn't impact them making 2 threes down here at the end. We just got to close out a little bit better.
Coach, in the second half, anything change-wise as far as substitutions because of the foul trouble?
Well, our bench is playing very well. We got the lead because of our bench, and we're in foul trouble. So those that are not in foul trouble, they're going to have their chance in the second half. And so we have to say our effort the first half was very, very pleasing. We just got to match our rebound and our defensive efforts and take care of the ball more. Because, I mean, even in the first quarter, we had 7 turnovers, and 3 of them was just where they took the ball out of our hands. And we got to just be stronger with the ball.
Coach, appreciate your time. As head coach Kerry Green, Lady Flames lead at halftime 39-25. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Trey's back in the studio with a look at your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. We'll have all the stats from the first half of the game from Larry's Tire and Auto as well a little bit later on. And there's a lot of pleasant stats to talk about, minus the last 2 possessions. Those weren't the best, but other than that, it was all Liberty in the first half of the game. They lead 39-25 at the break here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
The President's Day sales event is happening now at Lynchburg Nissan, and the savings are monumental. Get historically low rates, up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, and unbeatable offers on 2025 models. Plus, every new Nissan comes with our 1,000,000-mile powertrain warranty, giving you peace of mind for the road ahead. Don't wait, these historic deals won't last. Stop by Lynchburg Nissan today, or visit us online to claim your savings. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the 1,000,000-mile warranty. Don't wait, these historic deals won't last.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard, built by Frank Good Builders.
Halftime here for your Lady Flames as they are up on FIU 39-24. Flames had a really good first half, shooting 61% from the field, and had a hot start. And we will get more stats a little bit later on. We head back out to the 305 and talk with Jamie. He'll get your first half stats there as you get ready for the second half. But first, let's get to our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in women's college basketball in Conference USA, halftime between Middle Tennessee and Sam Houston. Middle Tennessee up 31-22. Of course, the Flames sit one game back of the Blue Raiders for first place in Conference USA. So, Blue Raiders up 31-22 at the half. As for the top 25, no action going on right now, but a couple big games today. 2:30, Iowa State taking on number 19 Baylor. At 3, number 24 number 24 Oklahoma State hosts Colorado. And at 4:30, number 5 UConn takes on Butler, and number 12 Kansas State takes on Kansas. As for the men's side, nothing going on in Conference USA as of yet. The first game, though, is set to tip in a matter of moments. Of course, that is your Liberty Flames as they host FIU at the Liberty Arena with tip at 2 o'clock. We'll talk about that game in a matter of moments. But plenty of action going on in men's hoops in the top 25, including a top 10 matchup down in College Station. Number 7, Texas A&M 59. Number 6, Tennessee 63. With 3:24 left in that one. Tennessee looking to improve to 22-5 on the season as they take on Texas A&M. Other games in the top 25 on the men's side. Number 11, Wisconsin up 66-63 with 27 seconds left over Oregon. 6:47 left for number 25 Louisville as they're up 72-60 over Florida State. Number 9, Texas Tech up 30-27 over West Virginia at halftime. Also at half, number 21 Mississippi State takes on Oklahoma 37-34. And another top 10 game just about to tip in a matter of moments. Number 5 Houston hosts number 8 Iowa State. And then, of course, later tonight, two big games for you. Number 4 Alabama hosts number 17 Kentucky at 6 o'clock. And then the rare big non-conference game in late February as number 3 Duke heads to Madison Square Garden to take on Illinois with tip starting at 8 o'clock tonight. And that was your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. When we come back, we'll update you about your Liberty Flames, go through all the action the Flames are doing today, including that men's hoops game, which is set to tip in a few minutes. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tubs, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Halftime here. Trey Lyle back in your Lynchburg studios. Liberty 39, FIU 25. We'll head back out to the 305 to Miami for Jamie Hall with the second half in a matter of months. Do want to update you what's going on with your Liberty Flames. Starting with men's basketball, just set to tip in a matter of moments. Of course, similar starting five for the Flames of Porter, Matheny, Aquino, Zach Cleveland, and McGrumer for the Liberty Flames as they host FIU. Liberty looking to win their fifth straight game. Other action for the Liberty Flames, women's tennis heading in Lincoln, taking on Miami of Ohio. Swimming and diving in the ASUN Championships in Knoxville. Women's lacrosse taking on number 20 Richmond down in the 804. And as for baseball, they host Xavier. First pitch set for 2 o'clock. Of course, Nick Pierce on the call of that one. And a reminder, Alan York on the call of the men's basketball game. But baseball about to take on Xavier in their action. And then softball set to take on St. Joseph's later on at 3 o'clock today. And that's what's going on with your Liberty Flames. When we come back, we'll head back to the Liberty Arena. We'll head back to Miami, the 305. They've already played this game in the Liberty Arena as the Liberty women look to continue their hot shooting in the second half. We'll head to Jamie Hall after this timeout. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount, up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half, presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Flames are on top by 14 at intermission. They were up by as many as 20, but two straight three-pointers by FIU closed out the quarter and ended what was a 15-1, or if you go back a little further, a 25-5 Flames run. Liberty shot 61% in the first half, FIU 62%. Liberty was 7 of 11 from 3, 4 of 9 for FIU. Those outside numbers brought to you by Century Exteriors. Flames 4 of 5 at the free throw line, FIU 3 of 5. Panthers with 12 turnovers, the Flames with 11. Both teams with 12 points off of those turnovers. LU won the rebounding battle 16-3, but FIU had a 6-2 offensive rebounding edge. Bench points were 21 for Liberty and points in the paint 14-10 in favor of the Flames. Liberty had 10 assists on those 14 made baskets. 5 on the 9 made baskets for FIU. Pitts, James, and Diatta each with 6 points for FIU. Avery Mills had 13 to pace the Flames. Boone and Moore each with 6. Hodges, Boone, Hess, and Smuda each had 2 personal fouls in the first half. Pitts and James had 2 for FIU, and Diatta had 3. So some foul trouble that the teams had to deal with, and we'll have to sort out as well as this second half goes along. It will be FIU basketball as we start the third quarter. They're going from right to left in this second half of play. Pitts drives along the baseline and missed the shot. Smuda got the rebound. What a fight. They were clawing and scrapping and going at it inside, and Smuda was able to somehow pull the ball away. Flames with their first possession of the second half. Asia Boone on the near wing. Up to Hess. Hess now on the far side to Hodges. Hodges to Boone. Boone bounces it into Smuda. Smuda fades, and it hit the side of the backboard. Liberty has to get back defensively, but they don't get back quickly enough. And an easy 2 for Natabo. Natabo has cut this down to a 12-point game. 8 straight points for FIU going back into the first half. Hodges up top to Ayestadis, now near wing to Hess for 3. Short, and the rebound to FIU. And then a steal by Ayestadis, and she's able to lay it in. Everybody kind of went to sleep, including myself on Liz. She was able to steal the basketball, get a layup, and that ends the 8-0 FIU run. They try to go on the interior, and it's off the mark. Liberty with the ball back the other way. Hess to Boone. Boone drives, pulls from 15, and knocks it down. 4 straight points for the Flames. They're now up 43-27. Asia Boone with 8. Panthers, Fleeta Robles to James, who's open for 3, but comes up short, and Ayestadis gets the rebound. Liberty back on offense. Hess is bumped, and that is going to go against Diatta, which will be her 4th. Not much, just a little nickel and dimer hip check as Hess was trying to go past. And now Binta Diatta, the senior from Senegal, is averaging almost 9 points a game and 5 rebounds, is going to have to check out. Flames throw a lob to Hess. She catches it on the reverse side, but her layup attempt was off, and FIU gets the ball back. They trail by 16. Skip pass comes to the near wing, and Pitts will try to drive and draws the foul and hits the shot. So a free throw ahead for FIU. Ayestadis picks up her first personal foul. Pitts a 62% free throw shooter on the year. Makes it, it rattles in. The Liberty lead is back to 13. I say back to 13. I don't know if it's been 13 exactly in this game. Hodges to a wide open Hess for 3. Boom! Emma Hess from 3rd Street, deep in the corner on top of the palm tree on the court here in Ocean Bank Convocation Center. Built in 1986. Holds 5,000. Was originally called Sunblazer Arena because FIU was originally the Sunblazers, as we get a blocking foul called against Boone. She tried to help out on a pass that was intended for Natabo. Boone picks up her third personal foul. Flames up 46-30 with 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Inbound pass comes around to Natabo. Then lobs it up top to James. James is cut off and has to kick to Pitts. Pitts with 8 seconds to shoot is double teamed back to Natabo. Natabo back outside to James. James has her shot contested. Missed it. Now the rebound is pulled in by Natabo. Her putback pops out, and Smuda gets the rebound for Liberty. FIU had a couple of chances on that possession, but could not finish it off. Liberty back on offense. Smuda comes near side to Ayastadish, back into Smuda. Smuda works her way into the paint and then has her shot blocked back to her. Out to Hess, far side to Hodges. Still 9 seconds to shoot for Jordan as she dribbles off of a screen, gets into the lane, gives back to Smuda. Smuda took a step too many. Traveling violation on what was an awkward possession for the Lady Flames. Liberty turns the ball over for the 12th time. 5:55 to go in the third. Liberty up 46-30. FIU on offense. James drives in on Hodges, but she missed the bunny, and the Flames get the rebound. Smuda back the other way to Jordan Hodges, and Hodges now into the offensive flow for Liberty. Cross court to Hess. She'll try another three, but comes up short. Rebound to the Panthers. They try to run the other way. Comes around to Robles, and Robles knocks a three-pointer down. Flames lead is back to 13. The 5th three-pointer for FIU on the day. The Flames have hit 8. Boone near wing, gonna drive. She's cut off, turns, and knocks it down from 15. Athletic play by Asia Boone to get her in double digits. Flames up 48-33. FIU on their offensive side. James dribbles against Hodges. Skips a pass across on the near wing. The three-pointer from Atkins, rattled home. Shooter's roll for Atkins. The offense is picked up for both teams. We saw a stretch like that early in the first quarter as well. Liberty's lead is 12. Hodges to Ayastadish, now hands off to Hess. Hess around a screen, will take it to the basket and score on the right side. Emma Hess attacking the hoop to give the Flames a 14-point lead. This has been a good basketball game, fun game to watch. For the most part, offense has been good, certainly for the Flames throughout, for FIU in spurts. Turnovers have been the one issue. FIU back on their offensive side. The shot in the paint by James might have been blocked, or at least altered by Bella Smuda, and Liberty comes away with the basketball. We're due a media timeout, the next dead ball. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Hodges tries to hand the ball off, and it's stolen away. A run out the other end for Atkins, which will be a quick timeout taken as well by FIU. So the Liberty lead is back down to 12. Since that timeout is the first called timeout of the second half, that's actually a media timeout of its own. So we'll still have the under 5 media timeout, the first dead ball, which could be 2 seconds in to returning to play here in a moment. So expect hear from our sponsors quite a bit over the next couple of minutes as it just works out that way. Liberty leads by 12. They'll have the basketball when we come back here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
50-38, Liberty with the lead. They've been up by as many as 20, but FIU has been pesky. They had an 8-0 run between the end of the second quarter into the third. And now, after Liberty got it back out to 16, they've chipped it back to 12. Mentioned the court here at FIU. From my vantage point, I'm in the ocean. So they've got the ocean and the waves breaking, painted, again, from my vantage point, the near side of the court. And then beyond about maybe a fourth of the court, then it's just the wood color, which looks like sand. And then some palm trees in front of each bench on the far corners across from me. Flames break through some pressure, get it down court to Hess. Hess in the middle to Stout. Stout, a nice move to get past her defender and lay it in. Emmy Stout has pushed this back out to a 14-point game, and now a foul is called on her. And we go right back to another media timeout. So less than a minute of playing, and we're right back to a media timeout, just the way that worked out with Coach Burks Wiley calling a timeout when we were inside that window of media available to be taken on a dead ball. So we'll go right back to another break. 52-38, Liberty up with 3 minutes even to go here in the third quarter on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Liberty on top of FIU 52-38. Standings in CUSA coming into today. MTSU on top at 12-1. Liberty a game behind at 11-2. And then Western Kentucky 9-4. So the Flames with a 2-game cushion on third. You want to be in the top 2 seeds. You really want to be the 1 seed, but you want to be in the top 2 for sure. Then it goes back to New Mexico State at 7-6 and FIU at 6-7. Top 5 in CUSA. FIU with the basketball as we get back underway. James dives into the paint, now retreats back outside the arc, goes in on Hess, and is going to be called for an offensive foul as she lowered the shoulder into Emma Hess. James picks up her third. No finals on the women's side, so we can't really update the standings at all at this point as Flames are being pressured on the inbound. They get it across half court to Mills. Mills down to Hess in the far corner for 3. Short. And the rebound is eventually taken by FIU. Pitts throws a bullet underneath. Nice catch from Natabo, but she can't finish, and the Flames get the ball back. Athene is running the point. She's out there with Ayastadish, Stout, Hess, and Mills. Athene is going to drive all the way in on the left side, flings it up with the fingertips and scores. Claudia, again, deceptive sometimes. She lulls you to sleep and then attacks. 54-38 Liberty. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. FIU on their offensive end. With just our left, we're going to get a foul away from the ball called against the Flames. Now, only one other game currently underway on the women's side of CUSA, and that is Middle Tennessee leading Sam Houston 41-26. So you can't quite pencil that in as a win for the Lady Raiders yet, but it's getting close with 2 minutes to go in the third, which would mean that the Flames are trying to win today if that were to happen, and in an attempt to stay within a game of Middle Tennessee State as we get the inbounds. And an offensive foul called against FIU. James picks up her 4th personal foul. Liberty will get the ball back. 1:49 on the clock in the third quarter. Peen Steenbergen has come back in for Liberty. She gets into Athene. Athene back to Steenbergen. Steenbergen across half court to Mills. Mills down to Moore. Moore, nice catch, can't finish. Smuda though with the board, and her putback's good. It's a great play by Brooke Moore to make that catch. Just couldn't quite finish off the layup. Natabo back down on the opposite end for FIU. Tries to go over the top of Smuda. She misses. Flames get the rebound. They come up court to Mills. Now to Athene. The pace of this game is quick. Athene to Steenbergen. She lost the handle. It's loose on the floor, and FIU has it. They've got to run back the other way. Adkins drives through, and she draws the foul. Steenbergen protests that she got the ball, but they're going to say, well, official slapped his thigh. So I'm going to assume he's saying that Peen put her thigh out. Either that or, well, I don't know what that would mean otherwise. There's really no signal in any other sport where slapping the thigh means something. Technically, it doesn't mean anything in basketball either. It's just, I think, his way of showing the Flames coaching staff that this is what happened. She slapped her thigh, or maybe she put her thigh out. I didn't see her slap her thigh, so she must have put her thigh out. The free throws are good. Flames lead 56-40. Athene behind the back dribble and has it tied up. Tried that behind the back move in some tight quarters and wasn't enough space to pull it off. So Arrow will keep it with the Lady Flames. 14 seconds to shoot, but that will get FIU an extra possession in this game at the very least to begin the fourth quarter. Athene having a little trouble getting it in, does just in time to Mills, who's open for three. It comes up short. Offensive rebound to Moore. Moore's putback is off though, and FIU is able to get the rebound. Fleta Robles passes on the near side, and Atkins couldn't handle it. Went through her fingertips out of bounds. Atkins lands in one of the high dollar seats. Sat there for a moment, now gets up and has to go back on defense after the FIU turnover. Both teams with more turnovers they would like in this game. I'll get to those numbers here in just a second. Right now we're back underway. Moore up top, and her pass is stolen away. Picked off by Atkins, who lays it in. So just as we were talking about turnovers being a problem for both sides, Flames give it away again with 12 seconds to go. Liberty can hold for the final possession. Athene down to 5. Lobs to Moore. Moore floats one up and knocks it in as the horn sounds. Brooke Moore made that catch high in the air and all in one motion. Took the shot, rattled home the jumper, and the Flames get a little momentum going into the fourth quarter. They lead 58-42. Brooke Moore has had a solid game. Brooke with 8 on 3 of 6 shooting, has 4 rebounds, a couple of assists. Mentioning the turnovers, the Flames now with 15 turnovers, FIU with 16. And we still have 10 minutes to play. So that has certainly been the one detraction in this game for Liberty. Otherwise, 56 shooting from the field, 50% shooting from 3, and 80% of the free throw line. Liberty winning the rebounding battle 27-20. So a lot of things going the Flames' way. We'll take a break. When we come back, the fourth quarter here from Miami on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Missing Liberty football? Come see the Flames in their annual spring game, Saturday, March 1st at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Kickoff is at 1:30 and admission is free. See the Flames scrimmage. Enjoy yard games and inflatables for the kids. Stay after the scrimmage for pictures and autographs from the players. Liberty spring football game, Saturday, March 1st in Lynchburg. Free admission. For more on Flames football, go to lufootball.com. Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
(58-42), Liberty with the lead. Flames trailed 2-0. That was the only time they trailed in the ball game. Went on a 9-3 run. FIU tied the game up with a 6-0 run. Then 7-0 for the Flames. Later on, 15-1 that turned into 25-5 overall. FIU scored 8 in a row to get it down to a 12-point game early in the second half. And we've got a little bit of a problem with the clock. Clock is not stopping. So they're going to have to sort that out. It shows 9:50 to go and 20 seconds, but we'd only played for about a second or two. So they'll get that sorted out. Flames were up 39-25 at halftime. They led 58-42 at the end of the third, and we're now starting the fourth quarter. FIU having the basketball. The Flames' largest lead was 20. Their largest deficit was 2 as FIU goes on the attack and Paris Atkins draws a foul. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Steenbergen picks up the foul. Avery Mills still leads the Flames with 13 points in the game. Those all came in the first half. As Atkins hits the first free throw, she's got 12. Which leads FIU. Diata is back in the game playing with those 4 personal fouls. That's a foul trouble both ways in this basketball game. Liberty being pressured full court. Athene will give over to Moore. Moore down to Steenbergen, who gets it into the half for the Flames. To Athene, back to Moore. Dump pass underneath to Smuda. Shot falls, foul called. Bella Smuda will step to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Second time today she's had that opportunity. She's edging close to a double-double for the game. Bella missed the free throw though, so she holds at 9 points. The ball goes out of bounds, and an FIU player slid into the Flames bench and almost took out Coach Green in the process. We'll see what the call is. As Coach Green now walks back up court. Hopefully he's all right. It will be Liberty basketball. So even though the Flames couldn't finish off the 3-point play, they eventually get the team rebound, or that might be called a turnover if they said the Panthers had possession before they went out of bounds. So with 9 seconds to shoot, Athene will dribble to the far wing, dumps it underneath to Moore, and her pass is picked off by Atkins and then taken back by the Flames. And out of bounds to Liberty. What a wild game. Turnover counter keeps going up, but the number of times that one team's turned the ball over and then gotten it right back by forcing a turnover of their own is, I bet we're up to probably about 4 times in the game that's happened, as we have a whistle on the inbounds. And if that is Diata, that is it for her. It's been a rough day for Binta Diata. She's fouled out with 6 points and 1 rebound. 9 minutes and 12 seconds in the fourth. Flames get it into Athene. Athene is being harassed by Robles. Her pass now to Moore. Moore's 3-pointer's off the mark, and we're going to get a foul called against Athene. So Athene picks up her second personal. And currently 60-44 Liberty with 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter, and a sloppy start to this fourth quarter for both teams. Lita Robles with the basketball for FIU. Hands off to Atkins. Now Natabo. Natabo back to Atkins. Atkins spins her way back outside to Pitts. Pitts dumps it to Natabo, and her shot's blocked by Smuda. And then a pass to the near wing is deflected, and the horn's going to sound. Shot clock violation against the Panthers, and that was all triggered by the block shot from Bella Smuda down on the low block. Bean Steenbergen will inbound right in front of me. To Athene, and Athene now dribbles into the offense for Liberty. Claudia bounces it up to Smuda. Smuda's going to take a long jumper, missed it, and FIU with the rebound. It is such a battle in the paint, both ends of the court. Now it goes to Natabo, and she has her shot blocked, but a foul is called against Smuda, and that goes right back to what we were saying about it being a slugfest in the paint. There's not a lot of space to score for either team. Smuda picks up her third personal foul. I think that's why you saw Bella kind of take that longer jumper than you would normally see her take. She's got the range. She can hit three-pointers. We've seen her do it before, but generally she's going to shoot inside of 15. That shot was probably from about 17 on the last possession for Liberty. First free throw by Natabo is off the mark, a 47% shooter on the year. She had 20 points against the Flames the first time these two teams matched up. Only 2 points today, 1 of 9 shooting. Does have 7 rebounds and has hit the second free throw. Liberty up by 15 with the basketball, 8 minutes to go and the clock running in the fourth quarter. Athene dribbles in front of her bench, drives down into the paint, kicks back to Moore. Moore tries to get it to Smuda. It deflects out to Steenbergen. The Flames will hold on to the basketball. Steenbergen cross-court pass to Mills. Mills drives in and goes up with the reverse land. It doesn't go, but she draws a foul. Liberty will shoot 2 free throws. Not a lot of free throws have been taken in this game by Liberty. They're 4 of 6. FIU is 9 of 12. Avery trying to get her first points of the second half. She had 13 first half points. Some numbers to tell you about outside of the scoring. Jordan Hodges leads the team with 6 assists in the game. Bella Smuda's 9 boards puts her on top. With the first free throw, Avery Mills now leads the squad with 14 points. Atkins has 13 to lead the way for FIU. And Natabo's 7 boards put her on top in that category. She also has 3 assists, which is the most for FIU. Mills hits both free throws. The Flames are up 62-45. Natabo lost the basketball on the inside. Pass was in a tight space, and she couldn't quite handle it. Liberty gets it back. Flames leading by 17. Hodges into Smuda. Smuda works her way to the right side, got it to the rim, but missed. And FIU gets the rebound. They come back down court quickly. Atkins lost it. I'm sorry, it was Pitts. Pitts lost the basketball. Flames run back up court. It's kicked away by FIU, and there'll be 24 seconds to shoot for Liberty. 6:58 to go in the game, and I had the wrong amount of fouls on James as well. Fantasia James has also fouled out of the basketball game for FIU. So Diata and James out here in the fourth quarter as the Flames trying to inbound. They do just in time to Smuda. Smuda takes a couple of dribbles, goes along the baseline, works her way through, goes reverse and puts it in. Nice patience by Bella Smuda. She's got 11, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Panthers trail by 19. The largest lead for the Flames was 20. Goes on the far side to Belloso. Deoso with 5 seconds to shoot will attack. Goes on Hess and draws the foul and hits the shot. Hess picks up the personal foul. Which I believe is her fourth. No, three. 3 on Hess. So Hess and Smuda, Boone and Stout have 3 for the Flames. James and Diatta have fouled out for FIU, and no one else really in any foul trouble for the Panthers. Free throws off the mark, so not able to finish off the play, and then we're going to get a rebounding foul against FIU. Both teams have now been called for 4 fouls in this fourth quarter, so we'll have a bunch of free throws if there are any more fouls, other than offensive fouls that don't get rewarded with free throws. Jordan Hodges running the point for Liberty. Robles on her, skip pass across to Hess. Hess drives in, finger rolls it through. No one helped out defensively for FIU. The Flames are back up by 19. 66-47. Pitts on the drive, goes right back to that same spot on the far side of the court, draws a foul and hits the shot. Another chance at a 3-point play for FIU. Pitts has 11. Foul goes against Steenberg and she's got 3. We knew this was going to be a physical game, and it has lived up to that. Both of these teams love getting on the glass. They love battling for offensive rebounds. Got the size and the physicality to match each other, and out of that we've seen a ton of fouls called. The free throw goes off the mark. It stays at 66-49. Flames get the rebound. They go back into Smuda, and Smuda is muscled off the block by Natabo. Her shot sails over the rim, and the Panthers get the rebound. They go into Natabo. Flames tried to double team but couldn't get there quickly enough. Natabo is able to score. She only has now 4 points in the game. Or correction, she had a free throw with 5 points. Flames on offense. Steenbergen over to Boone. Boone off of a pick will find Smuda. 8 seconds to shoot now to Hodges on the far wing. Hodges drives, spins, missed the opportunity to shoot and took an extra step in the process. Traveling violation will turn the ball over. That is the 17th turnover for the Lady Flames. They've actually forced 20. And it brings us to immediate timeout. With 4:45 to go in the game, Liberty leads by 15, but it will be Panther basketball when we come back from this break on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back into the Ocean Bank Convocation Center here in Miami. Liberty on top of FIU 66-51. I want to say some hellos. Folks listening in on YouTube or Facebook. Ron's in North Myrtle Beach. Emily's in Roaring Springs, Pennsylvania. Brenda down in Shreveport. Shreveport, Louisiana. Loyal listener to the broadcast, as is Linda in Lynchburg. Robert's in Delaware. And Kathy is in Good. Hello to everybody listening in, whether it be on the app, the website, or on our social media accounts. We certainly appreciate that. Back underway. FIU with the basketball. Belloso up top to Rodriguez. She's cut off, has to kick it back to the top of the arc. Pitts dumps in to Nadabo, and Nadabo is able to seal off and score. She was going against Emmy Stout on the low block. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. The Liberty lead is cut down to 13. Over 4 minutes to go. Hess with the ball for the Flames. Comes off of a screen way outside the arc. Gives it back to Hodges. Hodges back to Hess, who's wide open for three, but missed. Three-point shots have not fallen as well for the Flames of late. They got off to such a hot start in every shooting category. We're going to get another foul called against Liberty and some free throws ahead for FIU. Flames three-point shooting percentage is down to 44%, 8 of 18. They hit their first 5 three-pointers of the game. So only 3 of 13 since then. 6-0 run for FIU and a chance to add to that at the free throw line. Adabo's first, though, is off the back rim. No good. She has 7 points now to go along with her 7 rebounds. Hits the second free throw. And a timeout going to be taken by FIU. They'll only have 1 timeout left. Flames have all 4 of their timeouts. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. It gives me a chance to mention that Bella Smuda now she's on the bench at the moment, but right before that picked up her 10th rebound of the game, so she's got 11 points, 10 rebounds. Her 25th double-double of her career puts her in a tie for 5th place in program history. And her 11 points in the game ties her with Avery Worley, the 6th most points in program history also. Liberty has Ayestadish, Boone, Hodges, Hess, and Stout. So 4 parts of the starters are on the court at the moment. Ayestadish will inbound on the baseline. Liberty going all the way from left to right. And we got a foul before the inbounds, which will put the Flames at the free throw line. Paris Atkins got called for a hold. Jordan Hodges was the player offended, so she'll shoot 2 free throws. First one is good. Jordan, a 91% free throw shooter on the year. Gets her first points of the game, but she's got 7 assists and a rebound. Hits both. Liberty's up 68-54. FIU back on their offensive end. Belloso drives. Her reverse lay-in comes up short. The Flames get the rebound. 14-point Liberty lead. Boone on the near side. Goes cross court to Hess. Hess attacks and missed in traffic. Rebound to FIU. They go inside to Natabo, and then pass is knocked away. Flames get the turnover. 21 turnovers for FIU, which is actually under their season average of 24. Still got 3 minutes to play. Flames throw the ball away. Iastadish and Hess with a miscommunication. The ball goes out of bounds. Liberty now with 18 turnovers, which is exactly on their season average. Flames normally give it away 18 times and force 15. FIU normally gives it away 24 and forces 20. Panthers will roll the ball in. It's picked up near midcourt and taken across by Beoso. Now back out to her, where she'll attempt to penetrate, double teamed, has to lob it up top to Pitts. Pitts back on the near side to Beoso for three. It's short, and we're going to get a scramble in the paint. It's tied up. The arrow will give it to the Flames. FIU's most likely going to apply some full court pressure off of this inbound. Iastadish will put it in play. Hodges and Boone are in the backcourt with her. Hess and Stout have headed up court for Liberty. Inbound pass comes to Boone. Boone gets it down to Hess. Hess will pull up from 15 and hit. Wide open jumper from Emma Hess. Flames up 70-54. Hess in double digits, and now a foul against the Flames will put FIU to the free throw line. Emmy Stout has now fouled out of the game, so Emmy fouls out with a couple of points and a rebound on only one field goal attempt, 1 of 1 from the field. Natabo will shoot 2 free throws for FIU. She has 8 points in the game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. First shot pops out. She'll have one more, trying to cut into a 16-point Liberty lead. Second free throw is good. Flames pass it along the baseline and then inbound to Boone. But I think the clock started inadvertently. Officials are having a conversation at midcourt, and they're going to have to reset the clock. After the free throw, the Flames passed inside the baseline, which you can do when you're allowed to run the baseline. So they passed off the court once, but the timer started the clock at that moment. So Liberty will have to do it again. Clock is corrected, and we're ready to go. Iastadish has it in her hands, does the exact same thing. Boone, and now Boone across half court to Hess. Liberty up by 15. Hodges lost the basketball. It was taken away by FIU, and a foul is called against Liberty. So FIU will go right back to the free throw line. See who the call was against. It was Jordan Hodges, her third. So in the game right now for the Flames, Hodges, Hess, Smuda, and Boone, each with 3 fouls. Emmy Stout has fouled out of the game for Liberty. James and Diata have fouled out for FIU. Atkins makes the free throw. She's got 14 points. Makes the second one as well. Again, pressure by FIU. The Flames inbound it to Boone. Boone's double team, gives it back to Hodges, and Hodges is fouled. She was trying to get out of the palm trees in the far side corner. Again, if you're just tuning in and haven't heard the description, the court here at FIU looks like an ocean scene. About a fourth of the court is water with breakers, kind of white breakers painted in the blue water. It comes, where I sit, moves from me, and I'm in the water, and out onto the court. And then you got the sandy court that goes over to the far side where there's some palm trees painted in each corner by the benches. Hodges makes the first free throw, but missed the second. The Liberty lead is 71-57. FIU back on offense. Pass inside is almost stolen away by, and it actually is stolen away by Aya Stodish, because after she knocked it loose, it went off of an FIU player out of bounds. So Liberty forcing turnover number 22. .206 left to go in the game. Flames inbound to Hodges. Hodges now to Boone. Boone up court to Aya Stodish. She dribbles it to the near corner and will circle the wagons back up top to Boone. Boone to Smuda. Smuda hands off, or tries to hand off to Moore. It eventually gets to her. Moore picks up her dribble. And the Flames are going to take a timeout. Coach Kerry Green sees that that possession was about to be lost. So he takes a 30-second timeout with 7 seconds to go. On the shot clock, 1:43 to go in the game. Liberty leading 71-56. Liberty men's team is playing back in the Liberty Arena against FIU, and they're on a 11-0 run right now and lead 30-19 at halftime. Softball will play a little bit later on this afternoon against St. Joseph. Liberty baseball is up on Xavier 4-0 in the third. And there's an upset brewing in Richmond. Liberty women's lacrosse are up on the Spiders 13-9, the 20th ranked team in the country. Still 14 minutes to go though. Trey will get us a look at all those scores as well as around the rest of Conference USA and the entire nation coming up during postgame. Flames inbound to Smuda. She catches it with 5 seconds to shoot, works her way, fades, and it's an air ball, but right to Hodges, who puts it back up, and she shoots an air ball as well. So the one positive for the Flames is they used every second off of the shot clock on that possession. They don't get anything to show for it. They do run the clock down, and the clock is certainly their friend. Leading by 14 with under a minute and a half left to go in the ball game. Bayoso out on the far side to Pitts. Her three-pointer comes up short. Nice play by Brooke Moore to save the ball from going out of bounds. It'll be Liberty basketball, and we've got an injured FIU player. Hopefully she's okay. Paris Atkins, looks like maybe a cramp. You can kind of tell she's a little slow walking off, but probably going to be okay. So the Flames lead by 14. FIU with the ball. I'm sorry, Liberty with the ball. FIU on defense playing some full court pressure. It gets into Hodges. It's almost stolen away, but Boone is able to get it back. Flames only have 2 seconds to get it across half court, and they do, just in time. Smart play by Jordan Hodges. Knew she couldn't dribble it across, so she throws a pass up to Hess to beat the timer. Minute to go, 10 on the shot clock. Liberty up by 14. Hodges to Hess. Hess looks postward, nothing there. Will fade from 15, comes up short, long rebound out to FIU. They run it the other way to Fleta Robles, who dips through but missed the shot. The rebound taken by Aya Stodish. Now to Hodges, and the Flames will slowly get it across half court. And Liberty gonna have to shoot. There's an 11-second difference between the shot clock and game clock, but they're gonna get the win today and stay in second place in Conference USA, setting up a very important 4-game stretch to end the year. Aya Stodish with the basketball. She dumps it under to Smuda, and Smuda is able to score at the rim. With 12 seconds to go, FIU with the basketball, and it doesn't look like they're going to run their offense here. They're just kind of dribbling the clock out. Time's going to expire, and the Flames get a 73-57 victory over FIU and run their record to 19-6 on the year, 12-2 inside of Conference USA. FIU falls to 10-15 on the year, and they are 6-8 in Conference USA. So the Flames will now go back on the road. They'll go home, and then they'll head back on the road, where they'll play that stretch at Jack State and Kennesaw State next week. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Coca-Cola Locker Room Report here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
The President's Day sales event is happening now at Lynchburg Nissan, and the savings are monumental. Get historically low rates, up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, and unbeatable offers on 2025 models. Plus, every new Nissan comes with our million-mile powertrain warranty, giving you peace of mind for the road ahead. Don't wait, these historic deals won't last. Stop by Lynchburg Nissan today, or visit us online to claim your savings. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the million-mile warranty. Don't wait, these historic deals won't last.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at Crossroads Family Dentistry, VA.com.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Welcome back into Miami. Lady Flames get the win 73-57 over FIU. It was some moments that it wasn't pretty. The Flames did have more turnovers than they would like, but they finished up shooting 52% from the field. Held FIU to 37%. When these teams played the first time, it was the Flames shooting 59% and holding the Panthers to 36%, so not too far off of those numbers from back in January. Field goal percentage again, the field goal numbers, I should say, 28 of 54 for Liberty, 19 of 52 for FIU. Flames were 8 of 18 from 3, 44%. Cooled off as the game went along. They hit their first 5, and then only 3 of the next 13. FIU was 6 of 13. Those numbers brought to you by Century Exteriors. Flames 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Another 900 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign. FIU was 13 of 20 from the free throw line. Panthers finish up with 22 turnovers. The Flames had 20. Points off of turnovers were 22-18 FIU. Rebounding went Liberty's way, 34-28. Offensive rebounds, 8-6 FIU, but they were only able to get 3 points off of those offensive boards. Flames had 7. Bench points, 29-19 Liberty. Points in the paint, 34-26 Flames. Fast break points, 10-0 Panthers. Both teams had 12 steals in the game. The Flames had 19 assists on those 28 made baskets. FIU with 10 assists on their 19 made baskets. Avery Mills led the way with 15 points. Bella Smuda had 13 points, 10 rebounds. Emma Hess, 12 points. Asia Boone, 10. Brooke Moore with 8 points, 4 boards in her return to where she was injured a season ago. So great for Brooke to be able to put that in the rearview mirror and play a great game today. Ayestadish with 6 points and 5 boards. 3 points for Jordan Hodges, 2 each for Claudia Athene, Emmy Stout, and Anna Bedoza. Peen Steenbergen played but did not score, but did get 5 rebounds in the contest. Jordan Hodges, 7 assists, led the Flames in that category. For FIU, their leading scorer was Atkins. She had 15. Pitts with 11. Natabo with 9 on only 3 of 11 shooting for the game. She did have 7 rebounds. Pitts actually also had 10 boards, so a double-double for Pitts. 11 points, 10 rebounds. That's how it looked statistically. We'll take a break, and we'll hear what Coach Green and Avery Mills thought how it went. We'll get their opinion on how the flow of this game went. For the Flames, they get the victory, 73-57, and again move their record to 12-2 in the conference, 19-6 overall. FIU with the loss now 10-15 and 6-8 overall. And we'll get a quick peek to see, indeed, it is final. Middle Tennessee knocked off Sam Houston 59-46, so the Flames will be a game behind Middle Tennessee for first place. Flames in second place, 1 game behind Middle Tennessee. At the top of the standings in Conference USA, Western Kentucky and La Tech will play coming up here in about an hour. Flames are currently 2 games ahead of Western Kentucky, so they'll at least be 2 games ahead, depending on what the Lady Toppers do in that game in Ruston. We'll take a break and be back with Avery Mills right after this quick timeout here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Missing Liberty football? Come see the Flames in their annual spring game, Saturday, March 1st at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Kickoff is at 1:30 and admission is free. See the Flames scrimmage, enjoy yard games and inflatables for the kids. Stay after the scrimmage for pictures and autographs from the players. Liberty's spring football game, Saturday, March 1st in Lynchburg. Free admission. For more on Flames football, go to lufootball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
You've been listening to live radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Bedoza will run the point. Up to Ayestadish. On the near side, Mills. Mills back to Hess. Hess to Bedoza, now up top to Ayestadish. Nice backdoor pass on the bounce to Avery Mills, who lays it in all in one motion. That was our play of the game, and we now have Avery Mills sitting here that can talk us through that play. How about the vision of Liz?
Yeah, she's an amazing passer. I mean, we drew up that play because they were, all over us. They were really overplaying. So I knew that, we run that play 1,000 times in practice. So I knew that Liz, would put the ball where it needed to be, and yeah, she's a great passer. So I was ready for it.
Your first half was one of those that you probably, if you have a nice, I usually have nightmares at night, but if you have a nice dream at night, that's how that first half would have went.
Yeah.
Could anything have gone, well, I guess that last three-pointer didn't go in, but other than that, everything was clicking.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just my teammates finding me. Like, I think one of them, Brooke was literally on the ground and passed it to me. I mean, my teammates are really good at just finding the open person. And we knew going into this game, like, they help off backside, so, like, skips are open. So I think we did a really good just seeing the court really well, and I just happened to be there to catch a lot of them. So
you mentioned Brooke. I know you were playing high school basketball about this time last year, but Brooke had a very traumatic experience in this building, but you wouldn't know it. I know, and even myself, I feel like if I went back to a spot where something bad had happened, I'd be a little bit hesitant to play, but you wouldn't know it. She was still playing above the rim the whole game.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's incredible. She's probably like the most athletic person I think I've ever played with. Like, I think I threw her a pass over here, and I was like, oh shoot, like, that's a horrible pass, but she like jumped so high and caught it, and I love playing with her, so especially for reasons like that, save my turnovers. So
yeah, that's right. It helps your categories a little bit there. We were talking before we came on the air about just how cold it is. We're in Miami, Florida. It was beautiful yesterday in the 70s. It's nice. I mean, nice today too.
Yeah.
Coming from where we've seen a lot of snow and ice back in Lynchburg, but you walk in this building and it kind of feels like we're back in Lynchburg outside.
I know, it was horrible. Like, we were outside. We were like, this feels amazing. We were in a great mood, and we walk in here, and it was so bad. But we warmed up eventually. So
does it just take a little while longer to kind of get in the flow?
Yeah, it does. But we did.
It'll get you ready for the conference tournament because down in Huntsville, it's an ice arena, so they play hockey there.
Oh, no.
So there's ice underneath the court. So it's going to be
cold.
very similar to this in Huntsville. So,
dang.
But I guess it's good to have an example of it.
It is, I guess.
Because I'm assuming in high school, just about everybody you played is kind of hot gyms. It was rare that it was probably cold.
Especially AAU. Those were some hot gyms.
Oh, summertime basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, those were bad.
You got to – what's the little things that Laura gives you guys, the hydration?
Yeah, they're called drip drops. They just give us, like, electrolytes. Like, usually she'll give it to us usually before a game, or if we have a long trip, they just keep us hydrated. So yeah, she gave us some of those while we've been here. So
kind of like Pedialyte, probably similar
basically,
to that.
yeah, like liquid IV, same thing.
Yeah. Well, this FIU team, and I think we knew coming in it was going to be a physical game.
Yeah.
There was, I didn't even have to add it up. There had to have been 50 fouls called in this game.
Yeah,
it certainly felt like it. 3 players foul out, but it was just if you go down into the low block, you were going to get knocked around a little bit. But it seemed like your team kind of played well through that.
Yeah, I think we did really well, especially with Isnell. Like, she's really tough. She's really good inside. Our game plan kind of going in was like the bottom side help was coming and trapping with Bella or Emmy, whoever was guarding her. So I think like all of us really executed that pretty well, which I think helped. But yeah, it was. Props to Emmy and Bella for real, because it was physical in there, but everybody was getting in there and getting hit and stuff. So yeah, it was really physical.
Can you believe that you're down to 4 games left in your freshman season?
Not at all. It's crazy. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, I felt like me and Ify were talking before the game. I was like, I feel like we just moved in this summer. Like, it's crazy how fast it's going, but yeah, just enjoying it.
That's regular season. 4 games
Yeah.
left in the regular season. Hopefully
Yeah.
a ton of games left
lot.
overall.
Yeah.
How would you grade it so far? You personally.
Yeah. I honestly, I would give it an A for me. I mean, you know, a lot of times you expect your freshman year to kind of just, you know, not play hardly at all. Maybe the end of blowout game. So like with that, you know, area, I think I've enjoyed it a lot. Like I feel like they've started to trust me more and more. But also just like this year's been really fun with all the girls. So I think that's what's also given it an A. Just how close we all are, and yeah, just these trips, we all make them so fun. You know, bus rides and everything. So yeah.
It's a shame the Miami trip couldn't have been a little bit longer.
No,
It's
that's
like
what
24
we said.
hours.
The one trip we're here for like 24 hours is the best place, but.
Well, enjoy the warmth, not in the building, but once you get outside from here to the bus and then maybe walking around the airport a little bit because it's going to be freezing again once we get back to Lynchburg.
I'm going to enjoy it.
Enjoy it while you can. Great game, Avery.
Thank you.
We always appreciate you guys because that's something that I don't talk about enough. When you guys have to come over and do radio after the game, it means it's a little bit longer before you get a shower. It's a little bit longer before you get to eat your post-game meal, and then you have to listen to me drone on for 10 minutes. So we always appreciate when you guys step over and grab the microphone and let the folks back in Lynchburg know what's going on.
Yeah, we love it. Thank you for having me.
Avery Mills, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. We're going to say goodbye to her, and Coach Green's already here. Everybody's quick today. They're ready to get home. Thank you, Avery. And I failed to mention that the play of the game brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union that featured Avery before we had a chance to talk to her. Now Coach Green will grab the microphone, grab the headset. I don't think you have to clean off any sweat from the headset today because it's so cold in the building it might have frozen. It's chilly in here. But your team didn't know that. They shot the ball well. Again, against FIU, another game above 50%, 52% today. Cooled off a little bit in the second half, but still able to put the ball in the hoop and hold them to a low number, 37%. And that was almost a mirror image of what happened back in Lynchburg.
I think we did start both games really well, and I think it was 5 for 6 from three-point range. They do a great job of rotating on their defense, and we knew that, and we would penetrate, get the rotation, and then we'd pass it to the opposite corner, reverse the ball real quick, and we got some great looks early in the game. And wow, the way the game started off, I think we had 12 points, and every one of them was three-pointers. And they had hit 2 or 3 pointers as well. I know at least 2.
Yeah, they were 2 of 4 when you were 4 of 4.
Yeah. And I thought, man, it's going to be 100 to 120, you know, the way this is going. And that quarter was our best quarter, and sort of cooled off, like you said, after that. But overall, really pleased with the win. This is a hard place and a good team to compete against. Their inside outside, their post play is outstanding. I thought our post, primarily Bella and Emmy, was really on point today. We're talking about a conference, all conference player that they were going against, and she is outstanding power player inside. We held her to 9 points, and basically 3 baskets.
Yeah.
And it seemed like she got 20. I don't know how you feel, but it seemed like she had 20, but she had 3 baskets and 3 free throws, I think. And they had their hands full. And at the end of the game, I wouldn't have been surprised if they had both fouled out, but you know, they battled hard, and Bella did an excellent job attacking the rim and scoring. She forced them into 6 fouls, either on her or her rebounding and take care of the ball or whatever. But overall, really pleased with this game. This is a Krispy Kreme win. It
Nice.
is. And I thought our bench did well. You were talking previously to Avery, and she was our leading scorer. Brooke Moore came off the bench, and I'm glad that she bounced back, because a year ago she went down here and had to have surgery and reconstruction and pins and plates put in to a bone fracture, and for her to come back within a year and be in this situation and help us out with 8 points. I'm looking down here. 4 rebounds, 8 points. That's great for right around 20 minutes of playing time. And I thought our 2 4s really helped us out, choking down and helping us against the post player and rebounding. Both Liz and Ping both had 5 defensive boards apiece. I think we out-rebounded them by 6 or something like that. 6. Our game goal was 10, but this is a strong rebounded team, and we had it up to 6. We thought we could close it out and try to get it up to 10, but it didn't happen. And obviously, here at the end, you put Jordan Hodges at the foul line. Typically, it's lights out, or Emma Hess, or Avery Mills, or we got several players that could finish the game there at the foul line. Asia Boone, but overall great play from the bench. I think they scored 30-something points, and we needed them because we got in foul trouble. I'm looking down here, 29 points. We needed them because we picked up 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes for our 2s and our 3s, meaning Emma and Asia, and they had set for quite a while, and that gave our bench. So, team win. Bench was really major contributors during a period that we really needed them to rise up, and like I said, Bella and Emmy post defense, giving up 3 baskets. Our 4s both getting 5 rebounds on the defensive end, and you have a Brooke with 4, and Avery leading us in scoring. Great team win, and a number that doesn't really show up. And I'm just looking down through here if she has anything that really shows up. I felt like with all the pressure, Claudia did a pretty good job when she came in and scored a layup, missed a layup, but she's just got ice in her veins, and we need her. And she's come in and she played very well.
Coach, I think we've said all that there needs to be said.
Yep.
Great win today. We'll see you at Jack State on Thursday.
All right. Thank you.
That's head coach Kerry Green. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here and throw it back to the studio to Trey one more time to get the final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Frank Good Builders. A lot going on, especially just on campus with softball and baseball and swimming in their championship today, and lacrosse, women's lacrosse competing down in Richmond. So a lot to tell us about, but I'll give you the score from here in Miami one last time. The Lady Flames knock off FIU 73-57. Until we talk again on Thursday night, this is Jamie Hall saying so long. God bless. Back to you, Trey.
Hopefully you find Pitbull on your way out, Jamie.
Exactly. Dolly.
Thanks so much, Jamie. Welcome back to our Lynchburg studios, and it is now time for your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in Conference USA on the women's side, Jacksonville State is up at half over UTEP 28-25, and Jamie did just mention this. It has gone final. Middle Tennessee 59, Sam Houston 46, setting up a meeting between the Flames and Middle Tennessee on March 6th. That could be for first place in Conference USA. As for our top 25, couple games going on right now. Halftime, number 19, Baylor 33, Iowa State 23. And Colorado 19, number 24, Oklahoma State 18 with 28 seconds left in the first quarter. As for Conference USA on the men's side, Sam Houston 23, Middle Tennessee 20 with 9:29 left. Of course, the Flames are in action, and they are looking well against FIU.
Cleveland calling for right baseline. He lobs it back to Matheny, left wing three. Boom. Oh, what offense! Jason Porter.
That's what you had to have right there. Incredible patience by the Flames offense there, just looking for the shot that was open, and Matheny was right there in the corner.
11-6 Liberty. By far my favorite offensive possession all year long.
That was a 3 of 12 total points for Caden Matheny as the Flames lead 46-36 with 36 seconds left. Excuse me, with 9:13 left in the second half. Flames looking good in that one. Rest of Conference USA, no action going on right now. As for the top 25, couple finals for you. Number 6 Tennessee gets the win, 77-69 over number 7 Texas A&M. Oregon heads on the road and gets a stunner. They win 77-73 over number 11 Wisconsin in overtime. Louisville continues their winning ways. They are 14-2 now in the ACC. They defeat Florida State 89-81. And number 9 Texas Tech 73, West Virginia 51. As to the action going on right now, we got a top 10 game down in Houston as Houston leads 38-24 over number 8 Iowa State. That's the number 5 Houston Cougars. And number 21 Mississippi State 84, Oklahoma 89 with 50 seconds left in that one. And that will do it for our out-of-town scoreboard. Couple updates for you. Baseball in a fun one for Liberty as they take on Xavier. Currently here in Lynchburg as the Flames are in action in that one. Of course, Nick Pierce on the call. Flames lead 5-2 in the bottom of the fourth there, as well as lacrosse, women's lacrosse, in action against Richmond as they're having a fun one there as well. As I get those stats pulled up, get you an updated score before we get on out of here on women's lacrosse as they're down in my neck of the woods, my hometown, the Richmond area, University of Richmond. Flames holding on to a 14-13 lead with 17 seconds left in that one. Oh, and that will do it for this broadcast. Your final score, Liberty 73, FIU 57. We're back on Thursday as the Flames take on Jacksonville State, as Jamie mentioned. For Jamie Hall, I'm Trey Lyle. We're signing off for now. Thank you so much for listening to the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the Coca-Cola Post-Game Locker Room Report and Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. This game has been brought to you in part by Joe Yock with Alcova Mortgage.